Alright, this is going to be my initial impression of Zai's Rail, the collab with RocketJumpNinja from XtraFi. So this comes in at $80. You can get an M42 for $59, so you're paying a $20 RocketJumpNinja premium. I'm sure he just gets, they had to higher the price so he could get a cut of the money. Now, this mouse is 60 grams with cable, 56 without. It uses the same cable that the XtraFi M42 does in the M4. He doesn't know what switches are going to be in it yet, and he said this was a 14-month process, and he doesn't know what switches are going to be in it yet. He's debating between TTC Gold's Omron 20Ms and Kale 8.0s. Now, he said the shape is inspired by the Razer Abyssus, the Ultralight 2, and the FK2. I'm not going to bring the FK2 up because everybody knows what an FK2 is. So he said it didn't feel like an HSK, which most people think it looks like an HSK. I don't even think he's ever used an HSK. I could be wrong though. I don't know. 3389, 60 grams. At this size, it's 111 millimeters long. The Final Mouse Ultralight 2 is 116. It's gonna feel heavier than you expect it to. How long is the M42? I have the M42. Okay, the M42 is 118 millimeters. Okay, yeah. So it's gonna be a very small mouse. It's gonna be a lot smaller than you expect it to, and it's gonna be a little bit, what's the word? Not smaller. Heavier. It's gonna feel a little bit heavier than what you expect it to, because it's only 111 millimeters long, and it is actually pretty heavy for its size. You might be saying 60 grams. Oh, that's really light, but at this size, it's considered actually pretty heavy. He also does have a mouse pad coming out, which I'm guessing is just going to be like I really don't have my hopes up for that. I have to be honest. XtraFi has also been plagued by some build quality issues in the past. You can look up all about that, but I don't think both of their mice they've released has had some really bad build quality issues. I'm not going to go into like what they are. You can find them all over, and that's just going to waste my time. Or waste time in this video, not waste my time. But I really hope they do fix that, because they do make some pretty quality mice, but they just never got the build quality down. In the RGB, it looks solid. People complain about it. It adds like a gram on XtraFi mice. It's nothing. He also made, I don't know why he did that. This button is an F11 button. On the bottom, this does just add weight for no reason. It didn't have to be here. RGB, lift out distance, and a button key. So basically you control what this does. So I really hope he does use TTC Golds or Kale 8.0s in it, since he's debating between them. Usually XtraFi 20Ms aren't the best. They aren't implemented very well. One of the main issues XtraFi mice have had in the past is clicks, but the right and the click feeling very different. It happened on almost every XtraFi M42 copy, and like the first batch, they all felt different. Like your right click would be much stiffer, or your left click would be much stiffer, and the other one would have like no tactility to it. It's not like a one-person thing. It happened to so many people. And the side buttons. So this is going to be a fingertip only mouse, obviously. You're not going to be able to claw a 111 millimeter long mouse. And even if you were, the front of it looks a lot like the M42. Not the back, but if you just look at the front. The issue I had with the M42 is it's a very straight mouse. It doesn't look like it from this angle, but it is really a very straight mouse. There's no actual indentations. So what I'm getting from this graph is the indentations were not actually this strong on the mouse on the M42. So since it literally looks like there's no indentations on this mouse on the sides, you're going to have a very hard time doing anything but perfectly straight fingertipping. Like perfectly straight. I just noticed that now. You're going to have a very rough time doing that. Anything but that grip. Anything but RocketJumpNinja's exact grip is what I'm trying to say. So you can look at his grip. I think he has it on his Twitter. But Yeah, I don't know. You're getting an extra cable, which is a really bad cable. You're gonna have to paracord it. When I'm saying they turn into coiled cables, like they get so twirly at the top of the mouse, you're basically gaming with a coiled cable, and you can't really unstraighten it because it's so stiff. And the feet are also really bad, and they don't have free shipping usually either. So it's like $10 shipping. So you're gonna be paying about $117 fully modded for this mouse. I think there's just better options out there. Like the Pulsefire Haste uses TTC goals. So if you were banking on him using TTC goals, just get a Haste. The XM1R uses Kale 8.0s. So if you wanted him to use Kale 8.0s, just get an XM1R. And both of those mice have trusted build quality, have almost no build quality concerns, and they don't even need to be modded. They have amazing cables, amazing feet, and the Pulsefire Haste is even lighter than what the Zeiss rail is going to be. So no, maybe it's not. No, it's 58 grams, and it actually is like on the dot 58 grams, and this mouse will be 60 grams exactly. I will put money on it. So I don't know. It's just weird to think about a mouse that's as big as the Pulsefire Haste is lighter than the smallest mouse that's currently active on the market that you're going to be able to buy. And the Pulsefire Haste is arguably one of the largest mice on the market. It's almost the size of an Air 58. So I don't know how to feel about this mouse really. If the shape is perfect for you, then it's gonna be worth your money. But for most people out there that don't fingertip or use his exact grip, this is just not going to be worth it at all. I don't know. I'm really interested in trying it. I might just pick it up to try it, but I don't know if I'd keep it. But that's going to be the end of this video. Peace.